Yo, what is good, my anime people? My God, Yugi, you beast. What is good, yo? Guys, One Punch Man. For some reason, it was delayed last week because of tennis, like French tennis or something like that. So shout out to Shy Lion and, the people doing their tennis thing. So make sure you go tell him thanks for the tennis match. But with that being said, this week's episode was very, very dope. But at the same time, I think it's finally going back to what people have been asking for, and that's a little bit of what's behind Saitama, like what's in Saitama's mind. What is he thinking? What is he doing? Like, all these things that we're learning about the overall narrative and stuff is dope, but what people really want is, Saitama's character to literally do what Saitama character do and be the main character. I mean, it's dope, like I was saying, that all of the characters are getting the spotlight and they're really being put on to show just like what they can do, why they should be noticed, all these types of things like that, which is dope. But at the same time, they have to remember that none of those characters would be even worth watching if it wasn't for Saitama. So to think that they're kind of forgetting that was nice to see them just usher it all back, like bring it all back to back to Saitama being the forefront. But not only that, we get to see quite a bit of what is going through his mind in the case of still being strong, still not having challenges, and overall fact that whoever does oppose a challenge for him or whoever does step up to the plate usually always winds up coming up so short, and with them coming up short, he was hoping for such a better outcome. And I think one thing that was actually alluded to and not really touched upon is the fact that he got pretty banged up, but I think the only reason why he went out and got like that many like bruises and stuff on his body is literally because Siryu told him that the guy was a master at martial artist, just like he is, and if he gets involved with him, he's probably going to get bodied. He's gonna wind up dying, and he goes as far to try to stop him. He's like, we need to. I mean, not only Siryu, like Genos as well as like we need to formulate every S-class hero to show up to get that guy who sneaked attacked me. Like that's how scared Genos was of an overall fight breaking out with this guy. And not only was he adding all the S-class heroes that he could think would actually help, he actually added Saitama into the mix. So that's a huge compliment to this guy, and it actually kind of makes sense why Saitama would probably have these bruises and like actual scuffles on him because we literally saw him take kicks, punches, and yeah, I think it was just kicks and punches. But he took all those, and one the first one he just like kind of slid along and got to see the people who were already injured and stuff. So he's like, "Oh man, this looks like it was really rough for you guys." And then he gets punched in the face and like it leaves smoke, but it doesn't leave like these dirt marks like the other guy does when he comes back for the second time. So that's the type of thing that they're kind of saying that he was much, much stronger, but at the end of the day, he still got punched once, which puts Saitama just right back up on that. How strong is Saitama truly if even Genos has felt the power behind that guy and thought he needed all that support, and then not only did he need all that support, but somehow his master then shows up and he's like, "Nah, we good. It's handled. You just mind your biz. That guy that you wanted to fight, we taking care of him." Well, I punched him once. Like I love just thinking about that, and the overall fact that whatever happened be off the screen with those two, and how much like little damage he had sustained. I mean, to be fair, he could have just kicked up a lot of dirt and got Saitama's clothes dirty and stuff. So that's also a case that people are gonna probably go with, like, Saitama didn't take any damage at all because he would have said he took damage, but he didn't say he took damage. So I understand that everybody wants to see it in their own light. So whatever the case may be with how this plays out or how they actually announce it, because from what I could tell, it feels like something he would have done is allow this guy to try to demonstrate his martial arts after he was done, and he's like, wow, this is still boring, I didn't learn anything. He smashed his head off, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I see it. And whatever way you see it, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see how creative some of your guys' minds are, or if you even thought that he might have tripped and fell on the way there, and that's why he got his clothes dirty. Some people really out here. So, other than that, though, we really just get to see what Saitama kind of, I don't know, what he's really known for, and what he's known for is being kind of arrogant in the sense of not, I guess not arrogant. He's open, he's straightforward. He doesn't beat around the bush. So because of that, he comes off like cocky, or just like being rude or something to some people. And what it really is he doesn't have an emotional barrier like, oh, well, you're ugly. Well, he kind of does and he doesn't. Like, he has some type of, filter where he won't just outright tell you you're ugly and hideous to your face, but he's saying it with his facial expression. He's like, ugh, like, just his teeth are all showing and his nose is flaring up and stuff. So it's just one of those things that he doesn't care to control, or that he just can't control because of how powerful he is. He doesn't even know he's doing it, or whatever. It's just how he is, and that's what I really want to know about Saitama's character as a whole, is where are they going to leave us after he kind of like breaks all. He does things like, for instance, King says you haven't even became the ultimate hero yet. Like, you're over here saying that you're the strongest, you're this and that, but in my eyes, you haven't even done what I expected you to be able to do if you actually kept trying, and that's become the ultimate hero. That's literally do what no one else can do but you, and be a hero that no one's ever seen before. And I think that is supposed to sit pretty heavy with Saitama. Hopefully it's something that he brings up, or at least starts to strive by, because at this point, this man he's about to just quit. He's about to retire. He's about to leave. He's about to go to America for no reason, and everybody's about to get bodied up in this place. I mean, to be fair, Tornado is pretty ridiculously powerful. We saw Supersonic, the speedster ninja, getting offered to become a monster. So if he joins the monster, which he is eating the food, that's a huge like gain up for them. Not to mention, someone as fast as him getting snuck up on is pretty much just telling you this is some unprecedented speed. Mind you, Genos, an S-class hero, can't keep up with this guy, and he had to create an attack to literally keep his feet on the ground and stuck so he doesn't have to chase after him, pretty much. So, yeah, take that as you will. So, overall, I mean, you get what you get with this anime. I've already said that multiple times. It looks how it looks. It be how it be. But at the same time, the story was pretty fun to watch this week, and we got, what most people wanted is some Saitama. We got a lot of Saitama this week, and even though it didn't feel like, as good as him just kind of going around busting head. I mean, he busted two people up, but it was an instant, and he really got to just talk a lot more than he even got to fight or show us a fight. So, I don't know. Let me know how you feel about this. We got a Saitama episode, but he literally does what Saitama do and ends every fight in an instant. So there was nothing really to see other than him kind of just expressing himself. So, is this what you wanted? In the case of like how the episode like turned into an actual main character episode, or do you like all these episodes where they have multiple upon multiple heroes being the stars? I mean, we even had the naked prisoner doing the hug attack, which ended pretty quick. And where he had his cell phone, I do not want to talk about it, okay? Okay. Glad we got that. Glad we cleared that up. But overall, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely will be talking to you very soon about some Black Clover that happened. Pretty hype about Black Clover, actually. We're about to get quite a bit of greatness, so can't wait to talk to you guys about that. So I hope you stick around and have an awesome one. Peace. Ah.